Hello.
Hey Priya,
Hi, Janelle. Hi there. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well, Priya, but I feel like your reception is not really up to the mark. Your screen is frozen.
Okay, just a moment.
It's good to go, I guess. Yeah, there you go. All right. Okay, so I hope that you're doing well.
Okay, brilliant. Yeah, I'm great, thank you. How are you today? Thanks so much for inviting me.
Yeah, it's a pleasure of mine that you are here, and I would like to tell my viewers that Priya is a prolific writer, and she has self-published 16 books, right?
That's
16.
right, with Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing, yeah.
So enlighten me and my viewers about your journey, Priya. Most of the as I go through your LinkedIn profile, you've written 16 books, and most of the books are fantasy books, right? Like Towns of
That's
Darkness, Desires of an Angel, Evil Born of Saturn, Monster World. So enlighten me about this books.
Sure, yeah. So mainly I do enjoy writing fantasy and horror. So the journey started around March 2022. I just decided to try out a new hobby. So I just started writing a story in my notebook. And then I thought, oh, this is kind of turning into something as I wrote a few more chapters. So then I started typing it up. And then when I finished my first story was called The Creator. So that one was traditionally published with Austin Macaulay, and then 16 others are with Amazon KDP. So first, I came across Amazon KDP actually and self-published The Creator with them. So that was really incredible that they give people the opportunity to just self-publish with them for free um, uh, and sell it on Amazon with them. So that was really incredible. So then Austin Macaulay got back to me eventually and offered me a contract with themselves. So I decided to publish with themselves. So their version of The Creator, my first book, that came out with them August 2023. And in between that time, then I carried on writing books and self-publishing with Amazon KDP, but just because I really enjoy story writing, really. So that's why I continued to write stories in my spare time.
Wow, that's fascinating, man. And out of the 16 books, Priya, like which one is really close to your heart and why? If you can tell
Um,
me book.
so I mean, I enjoyed writing all of them, fantasy and horror. One of my most recent one, Vampire Strike the Town. I did actually quite enjoy that because obviously vampires are a very popular theme, obviously. And obviously there's a lot of writers that have written about vampires. So previously I tried out a more romantic vampire tale with The Desires of an Angel. Then I thought this time I'm going to go old school and make them evil vampires like the
Oh,
1960s with Dracula. So this time it was bodies being found with punctured wounds on their necks, and the mystery of who the evil vampire is in town that's killing. So there's a bit of a twist at the end. So I did really enjoy writing that one. And obviously with The Creator, because that was my first ever one, and that kind of inflamed the passion within me to start writing. So I'd say I always have a soft spot for The Creator for starting my writing journey. And I enjoyed writing Evil Born of Satan as well. So there I decided to try out a murder mystery after reading a few murder mysteries around that time. So it's a bit of a horror as well when a girl, she's finished school, and university, and then she found that someone who was in her class was found dead in the town, and then more people from her school are found dead, murdered as well. And it's always when they were kind of good at something at school, like being on the football team or good at English literature. So then I kind of enjoyed the suspense building up and knowing who the killer was and writing about it, and then it being a surprise for the reader at the end. So that one was good fun as well. So yeah, I may try more murder mysteries in the future. I did one trilogy, Monster World. That one was so fantasy for children, more so as a bit of a step away from the scary stuff.
Mm.
So yeah, they were quite fun to write as well, just more suitable for children. And so my first one, The Red Diamond, that's about a monster who hears about a powerful magical object that's rumored to have been made by the gods. And he meets up with another monster called Sarkwell. And then it's about their quest to find the Red Diamond and take over the world. So the Monster World trilogy was quite fun as well.
That's fascinating. Like I have kept the list of your books like in front of me, so I can ask you questions from that. And
Yeah.
Priya, if you had to make a movie out of your book,
Oh, yeah.
which book will it be, and who will be the actors in it?
So if I had to make a movie, which one would I choose? Let's have a think. I mean, I'd like. I think Vampire Strike the Town might be fun for a vampire mystery and a bit of a horror and working out who the vampire is. When it comes to actors or actresses, I don't know, maybe George Clooney.
George Clooney.
I don't
Wow.
know. Whoever's good at in horror films, I guess. So
Okay.
yeah, I don't know. Buffy the
Hmm.
Vampire Slayer.
The title of this book reminds me of that movie, like Interview with an Vampire, starring
Yeah.
Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise. Have you watched that
Oh,
film?
yeah, yeah. Watched that back when I was a teenager, I think, 12, 13 years old. And yeah, I really enjoyed Interview with the Vampire and the sequel, Queen of the Damned. So I did actually try reading a couple of Anne Rice books, the books that they're based on back then when I was about 15 as well. So yeah, they're really, really good movies.
And how do you deal with your creativity? Where do you get this creative thoughts that I want to, write a book about this topic? And how can
Mhm.
you like, make it?
I brought myself actually something from Amazon where you can plan out every section of the story. So you can story map your ideas, um, write down the character description. So it's easier when you write it up. So I find that I plan it all out now, brainstorm my ideas, what the characters, what their appearances are, what the characters are like, and each section of the story. And then that makes it a lot easier to actually write the actual story as well when you're typing it up, as opposed to just kind of sitting and waiting for the ideas to come. So I definitely recommend for anyone looking to write to definitely get a story mapping brainstorm booklet for themselves. And I got my one off Amazon, so that really helps.
Okay, all right. And are these books available in hard copies on Amazon?
No, they're just paperback and Kindle. I think so.
Paperback
I
is
think.
available, right?
Sorry.
Paperback is available of your books.
Yeah, yeah. So they're all available in paperback and on Kindle. I think doing a hard copy is a bit more complicated with the
Like yeah,
formatting.
like paperback. That's okay. So what I was wondering was, I'm gonna order one of the books that you recommend. I will read it, and then again we'll do a podcast about that. Like I'll ask you the questions from that book of yours. How does it
Oh,
sound?
incredible. Yeah, that sounds really great. Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, so I was like, well, I recently like this idea struck in my mind, and I thought let's share it with you. I'll buy one of your books, and let's see how it goes. I'm also really into
Yeah,
fantasies, but I'm more into movies, like I tend to watch a lot of fantasy movies. And when it comes to
yeah.
books, I'm into murder mystery, so I'm a big fan of Agatha Christie. I read a lot of books of hers.
Oh, right. Okay. I haven't tried her out yet, but I'll definitely put her on my reading list. At the moment, I'm actually reading the Demon Cycle series. I'm not sure if it's been heard of everywhere by Peter V. Bratt. So it's really great. So it's like a new fantasy. So I think there's quite a few books to it. So that's what I'm reading at the moment. So a
Oh,
fantasy one.
wow,
Yeah.
that's fascinating. And Priya, one more question. As you are a prolific writer, does it mean that you have to be an avid reader as well if you want to write something?
Yeah, I absolutely adore reading. So I love reading. I'm always reading something new, ordering new books, and I definitely say the more you read and the more probably films you watch, the more ideas you can get for anyone that's thinking about writing. So you know your imagination builds, you pick up different genres, different styles. So definitely always read. And yeah, I love watching the films as well. So yeah, that's kind of my passions in life: movies, reading, and writing.
Okay, I really get elated when I meet a person who is movie buff. So let's dive into that portion. What kind of films
Sure.
do you like to watch, and who are your favorite actors?
So I watch a lot of horror. So I'm on. I've got my Netflix and Amazon Prime account. So which actors do I like and actresses? I just watched The Substance with Demi Moore quite
Wow.
recently.
Hmm.
That was really really interesting and unexpected. So I had no idea because I kind of
She
like
got
the idea
Oscar for
where
that, right? She got Oscar for that.
oh, did she? Oh, yep, yep. I think I heard that as well. So I like the idea about vanity and fame and beauty. But I don't want to give the ending away, but I can't believe how gruesome it got and where it went. So it was incredible, but it's definitely a really, really good film.
Nice.
Yeah.
Great. Are you into slasher movies? I recently watched some of the slasher movies. Do you like to watch those kind of films, like Final Destination? So,
Oh, yeah, yeah. I've seen all the Final Destinations, Scream. I love Scream. So I think was it 2022? After all these
yes.
years, they released a fifth one. So I always like going with my sister, like a big tradition. Every time the new Scream movie comes out, to go watch the next one. So I think they did really well with those ones. I
Oh,
really, really enjoyed
that's
them. With the new cast. So yeah, and then in the past, I Know What You Did Last Summer,
wow.
Urban
Wow.
Legend, Valentine. Yeah, so I think I've seen most of them, and then the old school ones like Nightmare on Elm Street and The
Yes,
Exorcist, and the old ones.
wow. Nightmare on the Elm Street. Yeah. It has two parts, I guess. The one like that came out in the 2000s and the one with the Johnny Depp, like back in 90s.
Oh, yep, yep, yeah. That was a remake as well. Yeah.
And did you watch that film, The Exorcist?
Yeah, so I first watched that when I was about 10 years old, I think. It was, I mean, it was a different time. It was like year 2000, I think. So it was my first official horror movie, I think,
Wow.
after Scream. So I think that was a big thing about how scary it was and stuff. But I turned into a fan of horror, so I wasn't too scared, so it was okay. But one film that was really scary in the last few years was Smile. I nearly wanted to scream out loud in the cinema to Smile.
And
I
yeah,
can't remember.
recently
Yeah,
the second part also came out. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So that
Uh,
one I nearly screamed at in the cinema, and
yes,
people
yes.
were actually screaming.
In the part one, where the monster opens up the mouth and he goes inside to that
Oh,
actress, that's really that was bizarre. It was
I
completely.
know. I know. It was really shocking. Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
My mom often scolds me that you watch movies for the refreshment of your mind, but if you watch this kind of movies, how you will feel refreshment. She often tells me that because I watch
Oh, yeah.
on my television.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's always great curling up, watching a film, and sitting in the blanket. So, yeah, I
Yeah.
do. I love films myself.
And what inspired you to write these books, Priya? What was the inspiration?
Oh, right. Yep. So, with my first one, The Creator, so it's actually about the first being in existence, which are based on thinking about God really, or a God. And then he makes himself a universe full of beings, and he entertains them and invents loads of things like amusements for them to do. And then when after millions of years, jealousy arises. So one of the beings he made, called Lucian, he organizes the end of the world and killing everyone in the universe because he's so jealous of the god Draconian and his fame and popularity, and then tries to imprison Draconian. So it might sound familiar to you, but I based it on the Christian story in Christianity about the one God and the fallen angel he made, Satan, and him trying to lead, I think, a third of the angels into killing God. So I thought that I'd expand that idea to them killing everyone in the universe. And obviously he invented the killing magic and murder. So then that kind of plays as a theme in a lot of my books. So I kind of like delving into then turning it into plurals. So United Universe, Empires of the Gods and Goddesses. Then I expanded the one god idea to many gods and goddesses, and the character based on Satan, and a couple of others, then organizing the end of that world as well. So I say a lot of Christian theology, probably that theme comes up between good and evil in quite a few of my stories. So that's one that I like focusing on at the moment.
Wow, wow, that's too much. Wow. And like, which is your longest book, Priya, and which is your shortest book?
They're not actually very long, most of them, but my most recent one, that's my longest one. So I got 247 pages. So that's the first time I got to over 100. So other than that, most of them aren't actually very long. They're quite short. So if anyone looks for something to read, they're not too long.
Okay, so which book would you like to recommend me? Like, you are the first author. Like, if I'm stepping into your genre, which book should I go with? Which book should I buy of yours?
I'd say maybe try the first one, the creator, maybe. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of different. It goes into how Draconian deals with the threat. If that's not quite your cup of tea, then maybe the most recent one, Vampire Strike the Town or Evil Born of
Okay.
Satan. If you said you like murder mysteries, sorry, then Evil Born of Satan might be one you might like.
All right. The Evil of the Dark, Evil on Love. That one?
Sorry.
Which one did you recommend? The last one about murder mystery?
Oh, Evil Born of Satan.
Uh, okay. Satan's TV, that is different, right?
That one's different. Yeah, that's the concept's a little different. So it's about Satan making planet Earth to entertain his fallen angels that have stayed with him, and it's
Okay.
about him killing the slasher movies on TV to watch the human
Mhm.
race kill each
Ah,
other over jealousy.
yeah, I found the book that you recommend. This one, the last one in the picture.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it's
Still
not
Born
too
of
long.
Satan. Okay.
It's a bit of a twist at the end, so might be your cup of tea.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, wow, great, great. And apart from watching movies, curating books, what other things makes you happy, Priya?
Um, like I mentioned to you, I've moved to the countryside in the last 1.5 years with my mum. So I used to live in London, so it is really nice getting out of the city and living in the countryside now. So I do really enjoy the life here. So I do like going on long walks and looking at the greenery and hills, and so it's really pleasant. Yeah. Then other than that, I like drawing, painting, coloring, listening to music. So yeah, I've got a range of hobbies, and we've also got a great theatre here actually in Biggleswade, Bedfordshire. So I do. It's called the Big Theatre. So whenever they've got something on, I do like going to watch and seeing their plays and the variety of things they've got going on there.
Nice. And like, are you born and brought up in the UK, or you have like you were like earlier born in India and then moved over there?
My dad's originally from India. My mum's parents were from India. So myself was born in Hounslow, West London originally. So I've moved around a bit with my family. We lived in Bradford up north for a bit of England. Then we lived in Hayes and Uxbridge, and now we finally settled in the countryside.
Great. So, what would you prefer, to live in the city or to live in the countryside?
I think I've found my love maybe of living, settling in the countryside. So I do really like it here. It's a different way of life. So the city, London's really fast paced and busy all the time. So it's nice just getting away and experiencing peace and quiet and just like different scenery and loads of fields and loads of parks for children. So it's a really nice experience. So I'd have to say the countryside.
I guess for being a writer, you need some sort of tranquility where, you get the thoughts and all. Because if you are in, constant hustle and bustle, you won't get the thoughts, right? You need some sort of.
Yeah, no, no, that's a really good point, actually. It is nice being in the countryside and enjoying the tranquility and just sitting in the garden. And it is a nice way to write and a really nice environment.
And when you write a book, Priya, do you feel like I want to write a book and then you write it, or thoughts come to your mind and then you start writing it?
I think thoughts come to my mind sometimes. I just start an idea might pop up into my head. Maybe it's based on what I've been reading or what I've been watching, and then I think, oh, actually, I might try this genre out a little, or try out this genre. So yeah, I'd say the thoughts come to my mind, and then I go for it. And then the odd time, if I'm looking for inspiration, then I just kind of think about what could I write about, and then get story mapping,
Oh,
brainstorming.
nice, nice. And who are your favorite authors, Priya, that you look?
I Sure. I really enjoyed a series by Rebecca Yaros. I think they've done quite well. Iron Flame. What was the first one was called Fourth Wing. Sorry, that's it. Her first book was called Fourth Wing. Second one was Iron Flame, I think it was, and her third one released recently was Onyx Storm. So it's kind of like a darker Harry Potter kind of fantasy, but I really love the action in it, the story, and because there's a romance there, so I think everyone loves a bit of romance, don't they? So that's a trilogy I really liked. So I think she's got a couple of more books coming out. Another one I read recently was The Other Berlin Girl by Philippa Gregory. So I watched The Tudors in the past and the film, but the book was completely different. I mean, the end was shocking. I couldn't even believe it. I won't give it away, but I think usually it's a bit more sympathetic towards Anne Boleyn, but this book it turned into a complete horror. She was completely evil. So yeah, that was a good historical new perception on the Tudors and Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn. So I did really enjoy that one as well.
Okay.
And yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
currently, as I mentioned, The Demon Cycle by Peter V. Bratt. So that's the one I'm enjoying at the moment. So I've got the complete set that I'm reading on the Kindle at the moment. So that one's really enjoying as well.
Hmm. Wow. And do you have a specific room or something where you get this idea, or you get it anywhere? Like, do you have the kind of vibe?
Yeah, well, so at the moment I'm in my shed in the garden. So I actually like brainstorming ideas and planning and writing over here. So I've got a desk set up with my desk chair, and then yeah, I just I've decorated the shed. Sorry, when I moved in with movie posters and so on and so forth. So it's a nice spot. Do a bit of drawing and painting in here as well. So this is where I primarily like to write as well. So it's the shed in my garden.
Hmm. Got it. Gotcha. And apart from horror films and horror genre, which other genre would you like to explore? Or you like?
um, sure. I haven't done too much romance. I mean, I kind of find it hard to think of something really happy to write about sometimes. So, I mean, the only romance I attempted was, apart from The Desires of an Angel, there's one called The Eye of Dark, Evil, and Love. So it was a magical monarchy kind of setting, and it's about a prince. He starts seeing a girl. They fall in love, but because there's loads of treacherous people in the land, people try and break them up and sabotage their relationship. So then that story is about the sabotage and how if they listen to them and what the treachery it all leads to. So I don't know if I'd go for a romance again, maybe, but I think people say to me my books are quite dark, so I'll try and attempt something upbeat at some point.
Sense. Like when it comes to horror, like the first name that comes to the mind is Stephen King, right? That is the first name that come to the mind. So what is your opinion regarding it? Like how do you feel about the books and the movies which are based on Stephen King's novel?
Yeah, it's funny you say that actually, because I just got a Stephen King book set for Christmas actually. So I read the Stephen King books. He's a really great author. I mean, Needful Things, that was excellent book. I mean, he takes it to a different level, I'd say, where you can feel fear reading his books, like The Shining, for example.
Mm.
And I'd say compared to the film, it kind of the supernatural element comes into it more in the book. And I mean, he really knows how to compel the reader and build up fear. So yeah, Needful Things, The Shining, Cujo. Oh yeah, Cujo about the violent dog. Yeah,
Yes,
so
yes,
that's
yes.
a couple that I've read. But
Even like
he's a fantastic writer.
the Misery, I guess that was also like it's in my bookshelf. The Misery, that is also really a top-notch book. Have you read that book or watched the film?
I've seen the film. I haven't read the book yet, but the film is great. So I'll put that on my book list of books to read as well.
Book is even better than the film. It's much better. The book.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay, I'll definitely put it on my list.
And on that note, I guess Priya, I won't hold you any longer. I thoroughly enjoyed our conversation, and I'm looking forward to the next one.
Oh, I really enjoyed being interviewed by you. Thank you so much, Janelle. It was really great. Thank you so much.
Likewise, likewise. Take care, Priya. We'll catch up soon.
Take care, Janelle. Bye.
Bye.